Hello, hello! How are we today? Everything's kind of changed around again. Let's see. Okay, can see my comments here. Hello, Melissa. Hi. It's been a while since I've been able to come live with you guys. And yeah, lots of change, lots of things are on the go. I'm so excited. Hello from Colorado. Hello, Donna. Nice to see you again. Thanks for joining me on my little live here. I'm going a little crazy. If you guys ever heard, some of you guys might be new here, so excuse me, because we do have a lot of followers here that have been hanging around with me for a while, but some of you followed me over here from Donna Dewberry group there, and might have heard some of her lives and stuff. And Amanda Dewberry, her daughter, often tells me that I'm out of the box a little bit. I like having fun, I really do, and I like pushing myself, right? So I have a little quick project to share with you guys today, and actually it's quicker than you think. I think it's just going to be fun, and I'm going to challenge myself today to paint this whole landscape with all sponges. Okay, no brushes, all sponges. Of course, we're going to double load our sponges like the one stroke way. And yeah, this is a fun idea. One, I've been wanting to do this particular project with brushes anyways, or one way or another. And then another, it just hit me that I wanted to do a challenge to try to do something all with sponges. So these two ideas kind of merged together, and I thought, what can I do? And I thought, yeah, perfect. This will be a nice, fun, and easy way of manipulating our brushes. And sharing a few tricks with you guys too, because funny enough, I've been doing some paint parties here now in the studio here. I got a nice studio, and a gang of all ages, 8-year-olds and up, are coming. And it doesn't matter how old you are, I'm telling you, the challenges sometimes are all the same. And if you know, most of our backgrounds do start with a lot of sponges. They're wonderful, they're great, they really get a lot of coverage quick, and you can get to the fun stuff, right? Which is our main features of the design, flowers, or, you know, whatever, landscape animals, you know, you name it. There's so many things you can do with a lot of the one-stroke tricks that we do. So first, we've got to get through the basics and learn, you know, some stroke work, learning how to press and how much pressure, and, you know, what colors should we put together. And, you know, there is a little bit of, you know, few courses that you need to get under your belt with some practice. But then after you got those main, you know, elements figured out, it's really endless. I mean, we can have so much fun with it, and I hope that you guys will jump on some of my projects, especially you guys that are my VIPs that have jumped on my ultimate package deal. Definitely these projects now are meant to build you off of those beginner courses. So if you guys are new and you don't know what I'm talking about with this ultimate package deal that I have, definitely I want to share everything with you today. I want to answer some questions here while I'm here as well. I might even have some local people here joining me today. I got some of my creative club, I call them, that are coming on Thursday nights for my open night paint parties. And every night every Thursday night we just kind of like wing it, and whoever shows up, we all kind of decide together. I've got my big wall of a lot of paintings that I do that are fun and easy, and depending on the interest and the time of year, if it's fall, summer, spring, whatever, I've got lots of ideas. And even them, these guys are, you know, playing around with sponges for the first time. They, you know, figured that everything would be all with brushes, and so some of them are a little challenged. They're not getting the coverage they're looking for, or they're not knowing how to load up the sponge properly. And so this is what I figured. This prompted me to get this little live together for you guys to kind of help you with the sponge. All right, so yes, there's more things that we can do than just putting our background color on. I love making clouds. This is my favorite way of making clouds with sponges, and definitely there's so much more that I'm going to share with you guys today. So definitely pop down some questions and let me know where you're coming from, and are you challenged with this sponge? How you guys doing with your backgrounds? Is this something that you're kind of glad that I came up with, because it's not a very common topic. You know, it's just kind of thrown in there quickly all the time, and it's like, okay, let's get this background done quick and let's get to the fun stuff, right? So sometimes there is some things that we can definitely do better, or, you know, get a little bit more predictable results, let's say. So, oh my God, I'm so excited. I've got like 19 of you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hang on to me to the end there. I'm going to definitely do some raffles. And I got more promotions to share with you guys. I'm so excited. I was featured last week on Donna's group and had a big sale going on. Some of you jumped on my buy one, get one free. Definitely, I want you to jump on these projects online. You can paint on your own time. And they're definitely going to be, every one of them has something different to teach you, different little tricks and tips and things that I do extra and beyond to just make it that little bit better. And yeah, they're a lot of fun. Definitely, I'll show you through my site. Oh my God, I want to say hi to everybody. We got Jeannie, Ann, Dorothy, Leanne, Patricia, Doris, Dee. Oh my God, Dee, I'm so happy to see you back around. I haven't seen you in a while. Lynn, oh my God, this is so wonderful. Kat, hello. Miss Donna, Dorothy, again. Some repeats going. Lisa Ann. Hope I'm not missing anybody. Oh my God, Teresa, Karina. This is just so wonderful, guys. Oh my God. Linda. Oh, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Definitely, you guys are happy to see me live. You want me to come back a little bit more often? I may not come back every week like some people do, but definitely once a month for sure. Okay, guys, I'm gonna pick a Monday night that we can get together and do a fun thing on Facebook or on my page, right? So I have done it before off my group, and then everybody's like, I can't share it, and there's things that, I don't know, the groups are sometimes funny. And then when I started looking through my Facebook options for going live, there was a little bit more detailed things that I can do for you guys. And Facebook's always changing, so they might be just new things. So hopefully you see pinned at the top there, I've got the links to check out all my downloadable option right there for you. And also the promo code if you guys want to jump on some of these projects, equal value or less, it's right there for you anyways, to remind you if you guys want to pop up to the front top of the feed there to get those links. Okay, so what I suggest is you go, if you could download them, wonderful, look through there, you can see the pictures, you can see the price, everything's pretty much explained really good for you there. Some people have gotten lost on my online member site access area. They're not quite understanding what that's all about. I'd love to share a little bit about that with you guys too as well today, and show you around my site, because once you get to know where everything is, then it definitely is a lot easier to access, because it is a little bit different. I built it all myself. I'm not a big wizard on the webcam, but this is like a plug and play type thing that you can kind of add features as you want them, and I've been playing around with this site now for about 5 years, and developed an area, because a lot of people keep telling me that they couldn't save the videos, or they got so much memory on their devices, or you know, and they can't save all these videos they want to save, especially all the ones from Donna, and then me, and all the other wonderful teachers out there. You know, we do have quite the library built up after a while. And so anyways, all you need is internet access, and then you'll be able to see all the video players on my site once I give you approval to be a site member, right? And they're all like paid pages, so you pay out for the page, and then it'll open to the video players. So it's kind of like 2-in-1 on the site member. But people are just happy with the downloads, then definitely check out the download option there. And then also I want to help you guys even more, okay? So you'll also see another link pinned to the top there for our monthly meet and greets. Okay, so we're going to be covering some basic strokes. We might change it up a little bit. You guys that are coming, definitely give me some feedback of what you're struggling with. You know, my VIPs that are still working through their program, this is an option for you guys to come and meet with me too. It's not a recorded class, okay? So some people are a little bit leery about, oh, I don't want to be on the recording. Don't worry, I'm not keeping it. It's not being saved, and it's just for us, and you're going to enjoy the night and troubleshoot and play and paint and, you know, get together and see each other again would be wonderful. Anybody that I haven't seen in a while, you know, come on, join us. Last time I put this on, last month, just messaged me for the Zoom code. I got put in Facebook jail. I put the exact copied and paste so many times that Facebook put a stop to me in the messenger area, and I could, like, they blocked me for like 24 hours. I couldn't even send out a message to my mom if I wanted to. So this time I set up a link on my events calendar, so it's free. Just go over on my site, you'll see the events calendar link at the bottom there, and click on it, and then it will definitely give you the Zoom code in the confirmation email. And you'll be able to join us on Zoom next Tuesday. Okay, so that's always the last Tuesday of the month, guys. Doesn't matter what the dates are. So just try to remember the last Tuesday of the month, we're going to get together for that. Does that sound good? Yeah, awesome. Oh my God, thank you for all the comments, because yes, I'm going to be going through these comments and picking up a free winner for a project today. And we got Michigan, we got Canada, Las Vegas. Oh my God, we got people from all over the place. Hello, Karina. Let's see if we're missing anybody new here. Pat Houston, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Oh my God, Joy, Maureen. What else do we got here? Yeah, this is so wonderful. Thank you. You liking the site, Donna? Yeah, definitely. The girls that are my VIPs would let you know that, you know, it is a little bit different, and but I have a lot of perks there too. So if you want, actually, I'll show you quickly what I'm talking about here. All right, so this is my site, guys. All right, so you're going to get to mandyscreativetouch.com, and this is my welcome page. I got a couple different options depending on if you're on your phone or not. You know, if you're on your desktop, definitely your links are all up at the top there, and then you'll see the little 3 bars on the side. That'll be your drop-down menu. All right, so if you want to ever just get to the events calendar, you can use the drop-down menu to get to that as well. And then you'll see that I've set up a couple meet and greet here for you guys. And if I have any projects coming up and things like that, I also post them here for you guys to be able to sign up. Okay, so definitely it's really easy to do. And then the online course library is where I was telling you that you need to go. And I've got it set up in a couple different libraries here for you guys. I do have the full ultimate package deal that I was telling you guys about earlier, where I got it all baby stepped and getting a little bit harder, and into more bonus projects and poppies and roses and tiny painting, guys. If you're struggling with those small brushes, scroll work, more deep dive on color theory, and then also we did another 5-day series, guys. These are like 2-3 hour classes each day. There were 5 days of this. So each of these areas, we bumped them up again. All right. So you may be starting off beginner, or maybe you're just struggling. You're not beginner, but definitely I will help you in my way. The first 5 courses is all your stroke work practice. And then we start utilizing all those strokes in a simple way, and then we bump them up slowly, a little at a time. All right, so these are all available separate. As if you want to just jump on any of them, you can just click on any of them. It'll prompt you to be a site member, to sign up first. Then you got to log in, and then you'll be able to access the cart, and then you click on these pages again like a key. They will open for you. Now, I am already a member, so I don't have to sign up. So you can log in with your email. I like using Facebook because it's really easy. It recognizes me right away. If it doesn't, then you got to use your Facebook password. Continue as me. All right. Oops, where am I? Continue. There we go. So once you're signed in, then you'll be able to click on the course, and then you'll see that you'll be able to download the PDF, and that has all your practice sheets, and if there's any little projects to go with it, then definitely it'll have all the more information for you. So it's just taking a second here to download this one. Some of them are bigger than others. So it has your download links inside the PDF here as well. So if you don't want to save them now, as long as you save the PDF, you'll always have the backup links in there. So we get you off slowly with all the different wiggles and dances that you can do, and then we slowly get you into the full flowers and ways to flip it and make it a lot fancier. Some of the harder colors, harder blends to do. Definitely there's so many tricks and ways of playing with the stroke work. So this is just the poppy, guys. You can see how loaded it is. It's got lots and lots and lots of practice sheets in here, down to the little tiny bud and to the, when it dies off and you get your seeds out of the little bud area, and some extra practice sheets for you. So yeah, all the video players are here. All the main video is in one lump sum when you download it, but when you come onto the site, I actually have it in parts for you. So then that way you can practice one area at a time, and then when you're ready, then you get to the next page, and then I'll show you everything that's on the next page. So this particular area, I've got 12 parts to the
Alrighty, so you having fun with all your wiggles yet?
yeah.
Now we gotta get really fancy here.
So I got all the video players there for you guys to check out. Alright. So you guys just play around and then definitely message me. And I've done phone calls with people. I can call you, I can Zoom call you and troubleshoot any problems that you're having. If you're having a hard time finding anything or accessing anything, I'm always around to help you guys. Alright, so hopefully you guys will like that. Let me see if I can get back to all these comments here again. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have some fun with you guys and show you guys these sponging tricks. So, okay, if you guys want to know more about my complete program, please, I'll share some links to all that information. And you guys can definitely contact me, message me, if you want a little bit more information and more help. And or join me next week on Tuesday night for the meet and greet. Okay, so the link is there on pinned to the top, at least still. Get the Zoom code from my site, guys, off the events calendar, so then that way you can get the Zoom code no problem, and I won't get put in Facebook jail again, giving everybody the same link, copying and pasting, because the algorithms and Facebook and all that, they just see that it's the same message going to all these people, and some of them were new that weren't my friends in my profile, so it really flagged me as, what are you trying to do with all these new people that aren't even in your friends list? So definitely thank you for any of you guys that did try to come last time. We're going to do it again every month, the last Tuesday of every month, and meet on Zoom for a little meeting. And then, of course, I'm going to come and do some more lives. You guys got to help me and let me know what you guys, if there's any little thing that you want to learn, challenged by, definitely pop down some comments there for me so that I can get some ideas how I can help you there. All right, so definitely got a lot of good projects there already. I've been so busy lately. Actually, I got some new signups for the certs. If you guys want to get jumping on level 1, level 2, level 3. Oh my God, I'm having a lot of fun with the new people that are just signing up. And I've only got a couple spots left on a promo price. And to make it even better and even more of a special promotion, I'm actually giving you guys my ultimate package deal with any cert signups. So I've only got one spot left for level 1. I got 2 for level 2 open and 1 for level 3. So I've prepaid these spots to jump on this deal. So Amanda's letting us offer them cheaper right now because we bought them cheaper as a package deal. So definitely I've got only so many that are saved on reserve for me, and we can definitely come up with a payment plan, you guys, if you want to get starting for the any of the certs. Definitely it's a little bit more of an investment, and but they're definitely, there's $100 off you're getting, plus my $245 program free for signing up with any certs. And then we can also do skill builders. Guys, if you want to do skill builders, weigh in. It's definitely a little longer process, but you're getting way, way, way more practice before you jump into that level 1. So please message me, guys, if you want to know more about that. We can definitely spend more time talking about all the particulars and what's involved and what's included, and definitely, you're going to get all the Zoom time with me. Those are recorded for you. They're all private, one-on-one. And then any practice sheets that I make along the way while I'm showing you guys, I send them to you, and we talk back and forth through Messenger and help you with your practices to get ready for those boards, right? And yeah, definitely, it's a lot of fun. Every level has been an amazing experience, guys. Oh my God, I'm having so much fun. I've done the level 1, level 2, and level 3 has been converted a couple times. It used to be like an oil product, and then we had the pure product line, and then we had some product problems there where things were getting discontinued. So now Donna's recreated all this into the new official level 3 with paste. Oh my God, this stuff is so much fun. If you guys never played with it, you gotta try it. It just gives your paintings just so much more texture and fun. And so that's what we're doing in the new level 3 now. We're incorporating the you don't have to buy in a special paint series anymore. We used the folk art and that paste, and it's just, oh my God. There's 2 of them, but definitely there's benefits of having one heavier and one lighter. So again, yeah, I got so much excitement with all this going on. So definitely with doing a lot more one-on-ones. I'm a little bit busier. I'm doing the paint nights here in my studio Thursday night with my local people, and so there's not many projects going to be coming along as there used to be. But definitely, I hope that you guys that are new around here, a lot of you haven't even seen half my projects, so go through that library and you'll be able to see what you can catch up on, and a lot of them are wonderful for advancing your learning even more. All right, so hopefully I'm not duplicating too much for you guys. I know you want to see what's going on with this sponge challenge here. Facebook's probably thought I was a robot. Yeah, so I don't want to get in trouble again. So you guys you're going to join me for my meet and greet. Get the code off my website, guys, okay? And then you can save that email somewhere, because that's my private Zoom code. And if you ever need one-on-one time with me, that would be the code that you would use. All right, so yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I got a couple projects that I've already played with a couple different ways with the paste too. And then you learn even more with level 3. Oh my God. You know that painting close by here? I got stuff all over the place there. I've shared it in the group there. I'm sure you guys seen it all. But yeah, I'm working on redo furniture. This is my big piece I'm going to be tackling soon. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to make a little makeup over. And I was telling you guys, I've been working through all the certs. There's skill builders, level 1, level 2, level 3. Then there's also the drawing and design, where you get 16 projects that you can do, and that is actually through Donna, so you have to sign up under the onestroke.com for that. And then I did the first set level elite, and again, that you have to sign up with Donna for that one. And then there's also oversized, which I can help you with too, guys. If you're interested in doing your oversized cert, definitely give me a call. I can help you with that one too now. And then I don't know if we're forgetting anything here, but definitely there's the redo, the furniture specialist certs that you can jump on. And then I guess there'll be one more for me to hit, would be my master. And then once I become a master, then I think I can teach the redo. So yeah, I still got one more step to go. I'm so excited. Like, I've learned so much through the years, and it keeps making me better and better and better and better, and hopefully a better teacher for you guys too. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of work, but I started 2016 with my certs. So I've been doing maybe 1 or 2 a year. I might, taking some time in between here and there, but yeah, definitely, you can work at it slowly and get through them all. So it's so much fun. Yeah, I started teaching about 2015, But I've always been some sort of educator. I'm a retired beautician. I used to teach how to do nails and eyelashes and manicures and pedicures and all that fun stuff through the industry. I was in 40 years of in the beauty industry, and been recognized for some of my techniques through the industry as well. I judged some competitions, and I had a wonderful career through that. But the only thing that stopped me is my left hand. Thank God I'm right-handed. But yeah, I did hurt my left hand, and it kind of really set me back. I wasn't able to work anymore. And then, so yeah, I always loved the bug of teaching and seeing you guys with your light bulbs popping off, going, oh my God, I got it, I understand now, you know, because there's so many of us took a long time to try to figure out Donna, right? There's just so much to offer on all our YouTube and everything. Sometimes it can be a little overwhelming for some people, you know, they don't know where to start, they're just new, and so I've broken down the science of Donna, I'd like to say, right? So definitely I have more time that I can spend with you one-on-one as well. And yeah, I'm here for you guys if you need more help on it. Roses are challenging. Yeah, I've got a couple great projects, and we just did one a couple weeks ago. That one's right here. I'm going to jump on this one. Okay, guys, I bumped this one up slowly. Okay, the recording's already there. It's $25, and then right now you can get this one plus another one free. Okay, so we started off really easy with this beginner rose, like the small little bud. Then we added to it a little bit more, and we slowly worked at these one at a time until we got to the hardest peony style. Right, so you'll see a lot of repetitions a little bit. There's some very familiar strokes that you carry from one to the next to the next to the next. So this is my most current new roses of all the varieties, and definitely playing around with that dolphin nose stroke that a lot of people, I call it dolphin nose. I have little nicknames for all the strokes that Donna does. And it just helps me remember how to do them sometimes when I have something in my mind to play with, right? So definitely this is one of my favorite ones I just did. And then I have a couple other ones that I've done as well in the vases. And but this is one of my own designs, and then I've done through the skill builders, through the drawing and design, excuse me, I did some of those classes as well that I was able to do from that certification too. So definitely check out all my information on the site, guys. There's so much more to check out. And I got something here for you guys to show you, and you guys have been patiently waiting, and just wonderful. Love the light and fluffy. Eh? Oh my God, we can have so much more fun. Oh my God, I have so many ideas to play with this paste. Oh my God. So yeah, I got a little canvas here. I've got 2 sponges, and that's all I'm going to use. The small one and the large one. They're wonderful. One's got the flat edge, one's got a pointed edge. You know, you got some different sizes here. So if you want small clouds or large clouds, you know, or different softer edges, you know, definitely having the versatility. Nice and thick sponge. It has the coarse side on here too. That'll give you a little bit more texture. And we can have lots of fun with these sponges. Okay, so my first raffle that I want to do for you guys, the first person who figures out what I'm going to paint is going to get a free project. Okay, so I'm not telling you right now. I want you guys to guess what I'm going to be painting. And then whoever is the very first person who comments what it is going to win a free project off that download list. Sound like fun? You think you can figure it out? Yeah, clouds are I love doing it. Like you can do it with so many different ways. Some people play with fan brushes, some people play with, you know, flat brushes, or, you know, scruffy brushes. I mean, you can make clouds. I was just playing with clouds with a palette knife. You know, like there's so many ways of making clouds, but definitely quick and easy out the door, this is the way. Yeah, definitely. So, okay, so one of the big things is getting that coverage, right? Everybody's often, you know, maybe it's like you're wiping off paint more than you're applying it. You're maybe challenged with some of these backgrounds, they're not giving you as much coverage as you want, right? So definitely there is some little bit of a trick there that I want to share with you guys. And I'm going to pop down some black and white. All right, so now before you guys pop down your paint, are you right-handed? Are you left-handed? Okay, because that's going to make a big difference. We want to make sure that the dark color is at the top and the light color is at the bottom, right? So that way you can tip your sponge back and forth, whichever way you want, right? And you'll be able to get control of your color. 9 times out of 10, or depending on what you're doing for your project, again, if you want to start with a darker color gradient and come down a little lighter, you want that darker color to be on the top, right? So you're going to come into your paint and you're going to go to your canvas in the same direction, and you'll always have that consistent feel, right? But if you're left-handed, you're going to want to work the other way. So just as long as you remember that you want to have the dark on the top, right? So if you're left-handed, then you want to put your white, you know, on the other side of your plate, so then that way you can pull it in a little bit differently. Okay. So that's what I would suggest, because I know I do have a couple southpaws, so I'm always considering left-handed people in a lot of my projects. If there's something that I think that you might be wanting to do differently, I'm always giving you heads up on stuff like that. You can ask Dorothy there. She's one of my top girls that have been with me. She's doing her level 3 right now with me, and she's a southpaw. Okay, so as soon as I got it in her head that it doesn't matter if you're right-handed or left-handed, you got to practice both directions, it clicked with her. And so that's what she concentrates more. But there is a few things that you might want to do a little bit differently, you know, if you're left-handed or right, depending on where you want to start. Okay, so we have some water here. And the biggest thing too is not getting, sometimes you want to dampen your sponge a little bit. Right, so sometimes I'll dampen half my sponge and keep this side dry. Because I don't want to over wet my sponge too much. And when I tell people to squish it in their towel to get rid of most of the dampness, and especially the crew that I have here in the shop now, I can actually go around and I'm physically feeling their sponge, and half of them still have it way too wet. All right, so another thing you often see, Donna, depending on how damp you want it, sometimes you do want it a little more damp, sometimes you don't. But if you want to just trickle a little bit of water with your fingers and just dampen the outside of the sponge, right? It's not going to penetrate in the deep areas of the sponge as much. It's going to sit a little bit more on the outside. Okay, so this one I dunked it right in there. It's soaking wet from both sides. So again, if you consider a little bit more, less moisture, right? Might be the trick again. Just try to dampen a little bit on the outside of the sponge so it won't absorb. And then also when you guys are picking up your sponge, like I noticed this with the kids, when I'm done a paint party, oh my God, guys, I can go like this with my sponge and it would wring out paint. They're just sopping up all the paint and they're not getting it on the canvas. Right? So you're wondering why I'm picking up so much paint, right? But there is 3 different types of pressure that we're going to use. And we do that with our brushes or sponges. We do it, you know, with a lot of our techniques that we play around with, right? So also when you go to load your sponge as well. So what I'm noticing now lately is when they're doing their loading, they're picking up the sponge and they're really pushing hard. And when you're pushing hard, where do you think that paint is all going? Really deep into the sponge. So I hardly have anything that's on. I have paint on my sponge, but you can't really see it. It's absorbed into my sponge. Right? So now I went and pushed hard, really hard on my plate to pick up that color, and I'm pushing down. Maybe I'm not pushing down too hard, so I'm not getting the coverage right? Now to get that paint out of my sponge, I gotta really push it hard to get that color out, right? So I'm getting nice coverage. I'm starting to get a little bit of a gradient. I'm just going straight up and down in this little area here to show you. Okay, so again, it's still a little bit wishy-washy and not a lot of paint coverage. Again, I'm keep pushing hard and all that paint is still really deep inside. Okay, so one thing you guys gotta do a little bit more is dip very lightly. Okay, I'm dipping lightly. I'm pressing very lightly, right? And now, can you see the difference? You actually see the paint is on the outside of my sponge. Okay, so now when I go to put down that paint, can you see the difference? And I'm not even putting a lot of pressure because my paint is right where I need it, on the outside of my sponge, okay? So when you start to run out of paint, then you're feeling like you gotta push harder, right? Because you started wanting to get that paint out. But this is where we need to come over and pick up more paint. So we really don't need any floating medium. We really don't want to put too much of that moisture in there. Right? And then a lot of times when I'm doing like a gradient, sometimes I like it a little bit lighter in the middle and then all dark around the outside. Sometimes I like it to go from really dark to very, very light. Like, you know, so every project has different modeling effects, wipey effects. You know, there's so many different ways to play around with them. So what I want to try and do here a little bit for you guys is give you a little bit of a gradient where I'm actually going a little bit lighter in the middle. So I put down my paint and I'm doing some really soft pats, right? A little bit of swirly, just a very soft, smoky kind of color. If you need a little bit more white, it's not getting light enough, then I can tip over on my white side and add lots of white, right, to brighten up an area. If I feel like it's getting too light, you want it to be dark, then you can always go over, pick up a little bit of black and tip over on your black side to add more depth. Right, so you're rocking that sponge right over to the side so that you can, and then nice soft pats for a really smoky, soft gradient. And if you want to put in more like a cloud look, right, you definitely can play around with your sponge with a real strong white, right, and play around with a real cloudy look, right. But for this one, we're actually just going to do a nice soft gradient for now, just to kind of show you a nice soft powder look. Okay, and I'm working around with all the dark on the outside. So when I do all around my edges, I like to flip my canvas around so that I'm always concentrating up the dark on the outside and the light on the inside. I can go all the way around my edge. So hopefully I've helped you guys a little bit already on how to pick up. That's... Are we getting some guests now? Okay, let's see. Nobody's gonna get it yet. Ocean, sunsets, landscape, trees, clouds. Well, you're a little bit warm. Barn door with flowers, trees, stormy night background. Not quite yet. Not the what I'm looking for. Halloween theme background. Nope. I'll tell you that. It's not Halloween. I'll give you guys a little hint. I'm from Timmins, Ontario. I grew up, and it's very cold up there in the wintertime, I'm telling you. And but definitely we get some amazing looks. A little bit different up north than people down in the south get. So, and some parts of the world get it too. But definitely I grew up looking at them a lot as a child. I'm trying not to give it away. Oh, you're from Timmins too, Kathy? That's so awesome. We'll have to chat more and see who we have in common there. You never know. We might know some of our relatives. Now, I've been away for a while now, so I really don't know as many people as I used to when I was growing up. All right, so we're going to keep turning this around. And turning this around. Right, just on a canvas board here today. 11 by 14, if you guys are wondering. This is a nice size. I might even be able to do this for a paint party for my gang here in the studio too. All right, so I'm just getting myself all the way around those edges. Getting a nice soft, smoky gradient. And then coming in, now I'm tipping over a little bit more on my white side to kind of finish the center area here. Trying to get my fingers in there. Alright, so if you guys are just popping in new and you don't know what's going on, the first person who realizes and figures out what I'm creating in my design, if you put it down in the comments, the first person who guesses it right is going to win a free project. Okay, so I want to get that black. I might have touched it with my fingers. Alright. So what do you think of that dreamy, smoky kind of look? Now you can do this with any color you want. Add white to any color and get that nice focal point in the middle and then create any design you like. All right. So as things are starting to get sticky, right, if you push too hard at this point, you definitely feel, you can almost pull the paint off. So you can see that most of my technique has been a lot of soft, really patty kind of motions. And every time I get more paint, I can add a little bit more, just by gently, not pushing very hard, very light pats. And I'll start getting a little bit more depth and coverage. So the more coverage you have, the more you gotta lighten up on your touch. Okay. I'm gonna help you guys with your sponge problems. So now you got a little patch here, and oh dear, now I got white in there. So again, you just gotta keep playing around and working it. Back up a little bit sometimes, and then work yourself back into that lighter area. And really lighten up on your touch, guys, to fix those areas if you have an area that you feel like you need to change a little bit more. Okay. There's so many fun things to do, definitely. Just a little bit more black paint. I'm gonna load up my brush, my sponge, really good. Lost my pile here. Over here, so I just kind of put some more paint over here. Get this over here back together again. Okay, and again, load up that sponge very gently so that you actually have paint on the outside of your sponge. Okay, so slowly it is going to get all inside, but you don't want to have all your paint inside your sponge. It's a waste, right? So you can do all kinds of different techniques. You can do more swoopies, you know, different kind of motions. You know, there's so many fun things that you can do Getting lots of different movements, flip-flop kind of motion, really choppy motions. If you flip it over, you can definitely get a lot more texture motions, right? Play around. Get some cool looks, right? Clearly didn't put enough white paint on my plate, but it's always good to put a little bit at a time, guys. I find that if we put too much, then it's almost a waste. Okay, so I want to get some nice fresh white, and then I'm gonna do some really strong little scratchy motions here. Okay. Get some real bright areas going on. And sweep that in here kind of all through the middle. And just have some fun with it. Right, put some black in there, get that white and black kind of swirling together a little bit. Fresh white and really light touches. Right. So, what do you think of this kind of movement here I'm doing? Really high. I'm trying to do a little bit thick. Yeah, just having fun with the wet paint and seeing how I can play around. Separate it a little bit more. Okay, let's see. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm just winging this, guys. All right. What do you think? A gooble, a rooster tail, Christmas poinsettia, Indian headdress. I love it. I love it all the guests. Feathers, flowers. My hairstyle in the morning. Perfect. Oh, volcanoes, stormy night, rain cloud. I'm looking up. Tornado. Okay, I'm not sure who the first one who said it, but somebody did say it twice here. You guys have to double check and see who's the very, very first person who said it. Yeah, they got a couple different names for it. Northern Lights, Aurora Borealis. Exactly what we're gonna do. But I'm gonna do it with all sponges. Okay, I just want to have a couple little, there we go. This is what I'm looking for. Some real nice bright areas. Alright. But I also want to have some more black in here a little bit. Alright, I don't want it to be too gray. I want it to be a little bit more black. So I'm dipping right into the black. And tipping right over, oops, and knocking everything over. Real strong, swoopy motions. Right, so if you go and look at pictures, like there's so much inspiration. It's just amazing, the skies, what you can have so much fun with. Okay, so right now I'm just doing it with some black and white. Right. Okay, I think that's starting to look good. All right, I also have a blow dryer with me too, because we have to blow dry this a little tiny bit. But I also want to show you guys another little trick, right? Okay, I'm forcing myself to do this all by brushes or sponges, remember? Okay, so I need more white. And I'm gonna pull some water in here, just a little bit over to the side. Make this really watery over here. I need to clean off my spatula, because if I do need one tool, it might be my spatula today. Alright, so I'm going to come over and I'm going to tip my scruffy side here into the white paint. Okay, so now I have some really watery stuff over here on the side, and I want to add some stars to my background here. So I'm using my sponge and my spatula to give me a watery white. I want some bigger ones. That's why I'm trying to get a little bit more. There we go. We got two bigger ones. Oh yeah, we got big ones now. There we go. Right, and the nice thing about the sponge too is that if it's a little too heavy or you want to erase something, you can always blot off with the dry side of your sponge. Right, I wanted some bigger ones, but not that big. Right, so put a bit more black in there. Alright, that's the fun thing about painting, is you never have to really worry about making mistakes. You know, you can always let it dry, paint over it, wipe it off. There we go. A couple more. Usually we use our fan brushes. We'll sop that up with some, and then we'll hit it, or we can use a toothbrush, flake off some paint that way. Right, that's the way we all learned in school back in the day. Just with some old toothbrushes. So I want to let this dry for a second here. Does anybody have any questions or comments or anything that you want to learn, or you're struggling, you're going to come and join us on Tuesday, and you want a little bit more help on? I'm just going to use my blow dryer here for a second. All right, so this is starting to get a little bit dry. So now I want to start thinking, what am I going to do now? We can definitely have lots of fun with this. All right, so what I actually want to do is add a little bit more white swoopy marks over here. Change the direction a little bit. All right, like I said, it's always very easy to play around. And I'm going to set a little bit of a horizon line there. And we'll add some more depth to the bottom. Right, just very light strokes. And that kind of gives me a little bit of a marker area there. And then I want to go and pull my smaller block here, my smaller sponge, and I'm going to pull a little bit of black. All right. Then I'm going to pull back on my little corner here, right, because I want to load that up a bit more, and then come over and tap a little tiny bit of white. Okay, just a very bit of a dirty white, just a couple little freckles. And I'm going to add a little bit of a tree line here. Some of it will be a little bit darker. with the corner of my sponge. And definitely this is a brand new sponge too, so my corner is really spot on. And pick up a little bit more. You definitely want it to be a little bit dark. Don't want it to be too light at the very back. Right. And then over here, I'm going to put a really big one. Okay, so I'm going to add a bit more of a tree. And you can add a little bit more white. Add a little bit more black. And I'm just having fun with this tree here, just with the corner of my... And so we're going to build a little bit of a lake going on, so you can see all these fun highlights. Okay, maybe one tree higher than the other. Okay. And I'll add some more highlights to that. Okay, so we got a bit of a skyline happening, and then just in the lower areas, can definitely pop in a few little white areas. Something like that. I like to have fresh white, so that's definitely a reason to keep grabbing fresh white all the time. Okay, then I'm going to come over and grab a side load of white. And just bring in this water line here again. And side load a little bit. Get some streaks happening. And get some water movement going on. And then also you can do the illusion of upside down, and I'm just very lightly touching this. Okay, so then we're going to have a lot of coverage over here. You can have a bit of just a very loose illusion of reflections there. Okay, so then I have a few bright spots happening here from my reflection area. Right, just a little bit loosely here. And hopefully this is starting to dry a little bit more too. Right. You can make mountains, you can make all kinds of fun things. Can you guys see this? Hopefully it's not too dark. Can't wait to flick paint using my sponge. Like I said, I'm just out of the box here a little bit. Yeah, I hope you guys will try this. Okay, I'm gonna share it in the group and tag me and on your profiles. All right, so I got this little idea here and just want to play with it. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to make sure this is good and dry here. All right, and then we are going to pop it up with neons. All right, so I think I took over my plate a little bit too much. I need to get another plate, sorry. And I really made a big mess over my sponges here too. So I got a lot of black going on here. So I think I'm gonna pop these in the water there so that way they'll be easier to clean, because if they stay out too long, then they will start getting harder and harder to clean. And because they're brand new, I really want to take care of them. But I do have a couple backups here, just in case things got a little dirty on me. Okay. So I want to play around with maybe a little bit of pink, some purple, whatever color you want. Sometimes they do stick normally with two colors. Like you'll see the greens and the pinks, or you'll see the pinks and the blues. You know, not very often you'll actually see like a whole rainbow of it, but depending on where you live or how cold the night is too, definitely you'll get different color combinations in the northern sky on hot nights, or you'll like cold winter nights. You know, you definitely will get some different color variations with that. Okay, so in the middle of all this, I want to put some floating medium, because I want to have some really translucent color. Now the neon colors are already really translucent to say, right? They don't have a lot of covering pigment. But what I love about them is that they're translucent, right? So I've got all this white and bright color going on here now. Right? So if you don't want to have too much color, you can dab off just a little bit just to test it. And then you're going to use this now as a glaze. So you're going to use your sponge and start patting in some of this translucent bright neon colors. No white in it, no color at all, just some nice bright colors. Okay, you can always pop in a little bit of that pink into your water here. Okay, but primarily you're going to see a lot of it over here. Okay, you can play around with a little bit more purples. And layer that color slowly as you go. Okay, too much dampness, just blot it out on a towel, and then it'll give you a little bit more concentrated color. Okay, it's more just like a glaze effect, and you can use a glazing medium if you like to. I do make one, but the floating medium is so universal. You know, you can definitely play around with the floating medium. It'll definitely give you all those different colors. Okay. So really I want to play around more with the pinks and the greens. Right, again, I'm just adding like that little bit of a glaze. So over the black, it's not going to show up very much. It'll just show a little tint. But where you start to see the color is where the white is. Okay, so I'm just going to lightly pat that in behind my horizon. And then I can always use my clean spot of my sponge to rinse off any color on my trees. Just to kind of pop that in. Can make that green a little bit more tealy by adding a little bit more blue into that green. I just want that to be a little bit stronger in colors. And it dries pretty quickly with a lot of floating medium. You just see how you feel, and if you feel like you want a little stronger color, you can always add. Okay, so I want to add a little bit more green color now into my water. A bit more blue. And if you really want a lot of coverage, then you could go and get cobalt or lime green or magenta, but I definitely like the translucent and the pop that you get with and I like using the backside of my sponge too to kind of soften things, blend things, right? If it's too heavy, I can just pop over the edge, kind of soften. A little bit of pink in the green. So what do you think, guys? Did you think I was going to do this tonight? Okay, we're starting to get a little bit of water reflections going on. Okay, I'm going to come over and grab just that little bit of white. And I'm going to put it all the way down one of the edges. Okay, and then I'm just going to tap it a couple times just to unload a little tiny bit of it. Okay, and then I'm going to very, very lightly touch our top here again. See if I can get a little stronger white line happening. Yeah, I could probably have more control with my, there we go. Just trying to get like a skid look. Just a little bit of a light line. There we go, got some a little heavier, but there, a little bit more of a, I just softened it underneath. Just a little bit. Grab a little bit of blue. But I wanted to make this white now. So I'm using my sponge to erase. I want this to kind of look like, I don't want to cover all of our reflections that we made. What do you think of my Aurora Borealis? Guys, you like that? Right, just see how you feel. Get a little bit more coverage. Oops, I got a little bit of white in my sponge now. Which I gotta be very careful with. Swoop some of that off. There we go, because we definitely wanted the illusion of some of this background to be behind the Aurora Borealis. You wanted the trees to kind of block some of the view. And if you feel like you need to pop up a little bit more, you can always go back over some of the black where it might have been covered by green or pink or whatever color, because you really want this to be nice and black in front of all that color. Fine. And then again, like I said, you can just put some very light round coverage, but not a lot, close to the line. You want to keep some of that dark. Right there, so that when you have your little line of water, it's going to be very gentle there. Okay. I think that's pretty good for off the whim. My Aurora Borealis. What do you think, guys? D says, I'm going to be doing this. You stay just like you are. Who wants in the box? Thank you so much, D. Oh yeah, I like to have fun for sure, right? I'm always like coming up with wacky ways to try to do things. You like that, Leanne? Thank you so much. Like I said, it was just something fun, something I've been wanting to play for a long time. You definitely could throw in some brushwork in here. I definitely just wanted to push myself and see if I could do a complete painting with all sponges. Now, can I sign my own name? That might be the only way. I might have to, unless I pull up my palette knife. If you're going to excuse me to do one thing, it might be the palette knife. Alright, let's see if I can do my name. Oh, I need a bit more paint. Let's see if I can scratch in. Oops, a little crooked. Now I'm starting to shake, it's funny. Mandy. I have some D's in my name too. Or S's. That's going to be hard. Try to use like a pen. There, Decision. So a lot of people can't say my name. Amanda DeBerry is always funny. She's trying to say my name. My last name. I used to joke because my ex-husband's name started with a D, and I used to joke that he couldn't make a decision because his name was Darren Cision. So decision. So it's just this SCH kind of messes people up. But it's just some silent letters in there, I guess. So if you say decision first. Decision, precision, that's another word that might, like the way it sounds, cision. But you don't even have to worry about my last name, guys. I answered to Mandy. Alright. And my yucky signature. So who wants to win another free project here, guys? I'm going to go through all these comments here. Hopefully you're still with me. And then also, like I said, if you want to know a little bit more information about these certs, I'm having so much fun. And you guys, I'm telling you, it's an excellent way just to bump up your practice. It really is. Some people are going, I don't want to teach. But you want to feel more confident giving your gifts away, selling them. Maybe you're doing some craft shows, stuff like that. Definitely doing these certs will help you feel a lot more confident. Just level 1 alone is just so powerful. And then definitely pumping yourself into level 2 and level 3. If Anne's still with me, hopefully she can give you a little bit of an insight. It's almost scary, but it's almost exciting because when you finally get it and you think, oh, I could never do this, and then you get it, like that's just so much more empowering. And there are a lot of fun assignments, guys. You definitely gotta jump on them, and or my projects, guys. Okay, because a lot of them do have a lot of these advancing tricks in there as well. Dorothy was saying in North Alberta they get mostly green and pink. Yeah. Oh, definitely in New Zealand and, there's so many other countries that get some beautiful, beautiful northern lights for sure. But are you happy, Dorothy? We talked about the northern lights a little while ago that she wanted me to do one for her. And surprise! I didn't even tell her. I told nobody. Oh dear, storms. Yeah, we're having a lot of rain tonight here in Ontario. Some heavy rains. Yeah, you didn't think I'd be so knowledgeable about sponges? Yeah, definitely can have a lot of fun with them. And don't be afraid to use them to get those backgrounds started really quickly. And then get to the brushwork, right? And create all those beautiful roses and poppies and, landscapes. And oh my God, like I've done a lot of pet portraits lately for people, a lot of hair strokes and stuff like that. We're using our fan brushes and feather brushes and multi-loading those brushes too. And I got a couple Santa Clauses that you guys can jump on too if you want a little bit more work on your hair and fur techniques. Definitely the Santa Claus or the old Saint Nick. If you want to learn a little bit more about drawing, I do give you a little bit more on the old Saint Nick project. Some of them are free, guys, on my YouTube. And then if you need the pattern, then you can jump and just get the pattern packs. So the pattern packs are a little bit cheaper. Let me see if I can come back to my site here again. Alright, so you guys can see my site, can hear me good? Brat. Dorothy's calling me a brat. Yeah, so like I said, if you guys want to come over here in my online course library, you'll see that there's actually free videos here. And you just have to sign up first if you're new to my site. Then you can sign in. Once I approve you, you'll be able to see all the free videos here. So this is a big library full, so you got to hit next. And you'll see all the different videos that you have to choose from. And there's past the Santa Claus, there's all kinds of different seasons. All right, so this is a little bit easier. I do have a pattern for it to get you started. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about the feather brush. And then, of course, in the downloadables, it's a little bit longer, more advanced. Now, if you're on your cell phone, you'll see that it only gives you so much, and you'll see load more, right? So you just load more, and more will pop down in the drop-in, right? See, if you see load more, that means there's more. So there's no more load more. That's it, the end of it. So actually, old Saint Nick is definitely at the bottom of the list there. All right, so I did give you a little bit more insight on how to get them drawn out. And then painted as well. Alright guys, and then if you're new, the whole ultimate package deal is here on this page here, the one stroke practice page. And there's 14 courses plus a boot camp here for you guys to jump on for more practice if in any areas, advancing your leads, back flips, and all that fun stuff is in there. All right, thank you so much, guys. I am so happy to see you guys all here. Let's see, I'm gonna close my eyes and just stop my scrolling because I don't have any fancy little winner checker. We have Karina Cobb. You want a free project with me, okay? So anything in that list, you just let me know, private message me, and I will send you the PDF with the download link for the video. All right, guys, hopefully I didn't miss any comments here. And I hope you guys didn't get too much challenges with Facebook glitches. Thank you so much, Steve, for hanging out and coming to visit us, and Jeannie and Mary Louise, hello, I didn't see you earlier. And Cindy Welsh, thanks for coming in. I didn't see you earlier. Yes, there's so much to learn. Hey, Cindy, thank you so much. Definitely, Cindy's been hanging around with me for a little while too. She's got a lot of my projects as well. And I can't wait for you guys to start sharing them in the groups, guys. Some of you guys are a little bit shy. You've only been sending them to me private message to get input on, which I love. But you got to get them on the group. Show everybody how good you're doing. Everybody starts somewhere, right? And on my little private group is definitely smaller than Donna's, right? And we're all at the same page, most of us. And we got Faye. There's another name I didn't see earlier. And I might butcher this one. Chitara? And I'm definitely not going to say your last name. Oh my God, that's a long last name. And oh my God, lots of wonderful people coming to visit us tonight. Thank you so much. And we'll see you guys next week at the meet and greet, okay? The link's there at the top of the comments. All right, to sign up on. Now I'm just getting a kick out of all the comments. Beautiful dream cat. Oh yeah, it was one of your favorites? Yeah, I'm using the Donna Dewberry painter sponges. They're all in water now. All right. I have to go get a brand new pack so that you guys can see. Maybe you can see a little bit better this way. Yeah, they actually are painting sponges. Right? They're made from plaid, folk art, and they have been working with Donna for a long time creating products. She has a pull in the company, and if there's something that will make her one-stroke world easier, she talks to Plaid about it, and they create it for her. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, lots of fun projects, guys. You guys can see that again. I'll take some pictures and share it with everybody so you can see the finished design that I came up with. Alrighty, guys. We will see you. I will definitely post something, make another events page or something, and let you know when I'm coming back to play with you guys live here in this part of the world. And then I usually edit things and put it over on my YouTube world. Aw, these guys are so awesome. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so excited and happy and grateful that you guys are coming to visit me live. I wish I could do a little bit more for you, but hopefully, like I said, if you haven't seen me before, you're new, go check out my YouTube. There's so much there, lots of hot topics, lots of painting hacks, lots of things that are for you guys to check out on my site as well. And we will see you guys soon, okay? Bye, guys. Thank you. Big hugs. Hey guys, I just wanted to add a little extra here for you at the end. I did make another little simpler version. I didn't do the big trees this time, and I tried to play around with my colors a little bit differently. So thank you so much for joining me for this live, and we'll see you again next time. Happy creating.